full report is October 15th, 2024.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on this Tuesday morning. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And another soaker yesterday, huh?
Yeah, pretty much a washout from sunrise, sunset. Even a few flurries and snow showers in the highest elevations, picking up a few inches of snow up in the hilltops. But yeah, today a bit less of a washout, but still rather cold out this morning. Heading out the door, here's a look at those temperatures across central New York. We're sitting pretty steadily in the 30s over much of our area. Mid-30s in Rome, same thing as you head down closer to Binghamton, with a few lake effect showers popping in and out in parts of the southern valleys. A rain shower just moved through Hamilton over the past hour or so. But you can see that lake effect response coming just off of the shores of Lake Ontario, again heading south and to the east. Now, in between these lake effect showers, there'll be pretty much a mixed bag of weather. Clouds, sunshine, a sprinkle, even a flurry in the higher elevations. So Mother Nature, one of those days where the mind is not made up. But what is made up are those temperatures. It's going to be in the 40s for much of the afternoon. Wind chills for most of the day in the 30s. So I recommend grabbing that heavier sweater, maybe some gloves too. Yes, gloves might be needed today. With maybe a hat in case you do encounter some of those showers or snow flurries. But again, today it's a cool one. We got one more cool day in store for us before we'll see a gradual warm-up heading into the end of the week and into the weekend. We'll, of course, talk about that in a lot more detail coming up in that full forecast. Gary?
Keep those hands warm.
Yes, my hands are cold this morning. I probably should have brought mine, too.
Eric, thanks. Well, new this morning, the Lebanon.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Good morning, everyone. The time now is 5:12. Welcome back to Sunrise. As we take a look at what we can expect heading out the door this morning on the Munson Commutecast, we can see first off here in Old Forge, it looks like we have something covering the camera here. Maybe it is a blotch of some snow, but temperatures are above freezing at this point, so a bit difficult to see Main Street right there. But heading down into Utica, it's 38 degrees. It's a cool start this morning. Slight wind from the northwest gradually picking up as we head throughout the afternoon. And lastly, heading down to Oneonta, temperatures starting out the day in the 30s. And really, that's about as warm as we get. We're going to get up to the mid-40s by this afternoon, but it will feel like the 30s based off of that wind chill. The traffic tracker early this morning, no incidents to report of. Again, the road work, the lines being painted in New Hartford will be held off until the weather cooperates a bit nicer. So again, that's really the only planned road work that will be very impactful to our local area. But again, this morning, temperatures in the 30s, spotty lake effect rain in some spots. Same thing this afternoon, but a mix of sun and clouds as well. So we'll keep a close eye on the radar as well as let you know exactly when this cooling trend comes to an end in that full forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Volunteers from the Daughters of the...
Others spoil your day. Tune in for the Storm Tracker 2 Commutecast, brought to you by Munson. Visit Munson today and ignite curiosity and creativity. Visiting Munson and the Storm Tracker 2 Commutecast, both free and both Utica's very own. Remember, all roads lead to Munson. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. We are starting out the day today with relatively chilly conditions. Temperatures in the 30s, decent light wind, but overall mainly dry except for some locations. A live look at downtown Utica. It's a cool start to your day today. The skies were initially clear earlier overnight, but a few more clouds have since rolled in. Sitting at 36 at Griffiths and Rome. Calm winds, sunrise sitting at 7:18. So that sunrise is getting, of course, later in the morning. But regardless, it's still a relatively quiet start here in the Utica area. As you head out to, let's say, Syracuse and areas south, just to the east of the Finger Lakes, we are seeing some lake effect response take place. A few showers and even some few flurries and sleet mixing in the hilltops, along with a few flurries falling in parts of the Adirondacks early this morning as well. But with the cooler temperatures today, I would say the pumpkin spice level is at an extra large. We've got temperatures peaking in the mid-40s with a few clouds, breezy conditions. You're bundling up today. Make sure you grab that extra large coffee and make sure it's nice and warm. It's going to be a cool one for pretty much the entire afternoon and evening. See those highs in the 40s? Well, you factor in those wind speeds around 10 to 15 miles per hour, and that feels like temperature will feel like the upper 30s to low 40s. So it's a crisp one out there today. But as we look ahead this week to our fall foliage report, again, the North Country is largely past peak. Still some vibrant colors peeking up here and there. But as you head down below 1,000 feet in the lower elevations, not quite in the Mohawk Valley just yet. I would say maybe give it to maybe this weekend and the start of next week where the lowest of elevations reaches peak colors. But even just south and north of Utica, those hills are absolutely gorgeous right now. And eventually, of course, the Catskills will reach past peak roughly by this weekend or next week. So a bigger picture, we've got this cold pool of air over central New York over the next few days. This will drag with it, again, the chances for rain, even a few flurries and snow showers in the highest of elevations. That warm air near the surface will largely keep us clear from seeing that weather pattern. But following that cold pool, we'll see that exit to the east and warmer air arrive from the west. And that'll bring with it, of course, much more pleasant conditions for the second half of the work week. But today, temperatures going from the 30s up into the 40s by this afternoon. Notice we could see a break in the cloud cover, but of course, depending on that wind direction, you could even see a mix of some light rain as well from lake effect, especially in the lower elevations, and then some snow showers and flurries possible in the hilltops overnight tonight into early Wednesday morning. Wednesday, a little bit more cloudy, and then skies will gradually clear as we head into the evening and overnight. And our best shot for widespread frost will be Wednesday night and into Thursday. So if you haven't brought in your plants yet or have any preparations for that, definitely do recommend doing that Wednesday night into Thursday. But following that, how about this for a change? You go from a mix of sun or a mix of clouds and snow showers and rain to sunshine for the next few days. 60s Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. High pressure sets in. We've got gorgeous weather. In fact, great for any weekend plans you have for mid-October festivities. Maybe going pumpkin picking. I know I haven't done that yet. I really want to go out and pick some pumpkins.
Yeah, get that girlfriend and go pick those pumpkins.
Find some good spots.
Yeah, she'll love it. She'll love it. Well, new allegations of sexual
side. Today is Tuesday, October 15th, 2024.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
At least this morning we don't hear that rain coming down, right?
Yes, no steady rainfall early today, but it's a cool one. Waking up this morning, put on that heavier jacket. I did not bring my gloves, but I think I probably should have. It was a bit chilly.
Keep them in the car.
Yeah. Heading out the door early today, here's a look at what you can expect. Again, downtown Utica, it's dry, but it's cold out. Now, just how cold? We've got most of central New York in the 30s. Pretty much same temperature from Saranac Lake all the way down to Binghamton and as far south as Poughkeepsie. So if you are heading out today, it's definitely one where you would want to bundle up. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Again, it's dry in the Utica area, but notice we are seeing a few lake effect rain showers and a few flurries mixing in areas south and west of Utica, heading into parts of, say, Madison County and Shenango County. But we'll see this trend of on and off rain, sun, clouds, flurries in the high elevations throughout the day today, as Mother Nature can't quite make up her mind. But what is made up in the mind are those temperatures, again, on the cool side, 40s for much of the day, wind chills in the 30s, so definitely recommend grabbing that heavier sweater, maybe that heavy fall jacket and, of course, those gloves. Keep those hands warm. It's going to be a cool one today. But besides that, we got one more cool day in store for us for tomorrow, but then we'll see that gradual warm-up as we head into the end of the week. We'll talk about exactly how warm it gets, plus if the weather will cooperate with more sun than clouds straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away each morning. Well, with just 21 days to go until...
News Channel 2 is brought to you by Holland Farms Bakery and Deli.
Welcome back to Sunrise on this Tuesday morning. We are taking a look at our photo of the day today. This one takes us to New Hartford, and a great photo submitted to us right here showing the beautiful fall foliage out in the distance. And I have to figure out where this is. Oh, this looks to be, correct me if I'm wrong, up near Tibbetts Road. I have to remember my geography for New Hartford, but amazing photo right here. If you would like to submit a photo like this one, send it to the link right there on top of your screen, wktv.com/weather/pics. Showcase the foliage in your neck of the woods. We want to make sure we put a lot of the local towns and cities on the map here as we head into peak fall foliage season here in the Mohawk Valley by roughly next week, as well as some locations still seeing some vibrant colors across the area. Well, this morning it's a chilly start. Temperatures initially in the 30s for pretty much all of our local area. 39 in Whitesboro, 36 Otter Lake, and 36 as well as you head up to Inlet. Even 35 as you head down into Cooperstown. So it's a cool one today, and as you look at those temperatures throughout the morning and afternoon, not really warming up by much. That temperature gauge right here barely makes it to maybe 50 degrees, and that's if we see some sunshine peeking out as well. So again, it's a cool one today, and as we head into tonight, overnight lows will fall back down into the 40s and 30s. So we've got one more cool day heading into tomorrow, and then a gradual warm-up will take place. We'll, of course, talk about how warm we get and if we'll still see some rain or will sunshine finally arrive in that full forecast. Gary?
Got to come sometime.
Maybe sooner than later. We'll see.
Eric, thanks. Well, as the nation marked Indigenous...
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. It's a chilly start this morning for a lot of us. Temperatures initially in the 30s, but mainly dry. Taking a live look at downtown Utica right now into the parts of the Mohawk Valley where it's still cool, dry start. A few more overcast clouds are moving in, but as you can see here, feels like 36 degrees with that low dew point, low temperature, and calm winds. Sunrise sitting at 7:18, getting later and later in the morning. A live look at the York Full Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Again, as I mentioned, we're dry here in the valley, but we're keeping our eye on a lake effect response taking place off of Lake Ontario. And as winds shift more northwesterly, we'll start to see this gradually push eastward into parts of central New York today. So you likely expect a mix of clouds, sunshine, then a rain shower, and potentially a few flurries in the highest of elevations as those temperatures remain rather cool today. As we head inside the coffee shop, I would say grab that extra large coffee, pumpkin spice as well, because it's going to be a cool one today. Temperatures, as you can see here, only going as high as the mid-40s. But on top of that, you factor in that wind chill. It's going to be breezy today. Wind speeds 10 to 15 miles per hour, and those temperatures will largely feel like the upper 30s to low 40s. So it's definitely a crisp one out there today. Now, as we turn our attention to the fall foliage report, as we look to the changing leaves across central New York, past peak has taken place in much of the North Country, but as you head down below 1,000 feet into the lower elevations, you'll start to see those peak colors both directly north and south of the lowest elevations in the Mohawk Valley. Gorgeous fall foliage there, and we still have to wait maybe another few days to a week or so before that peak color takes place in even the lowest of elevations. But also keep in mind that you head down Albany and out west beyond Syracuse, those locations still not quite at that midpoint just yet. But back to our weather pattern, we've got this trough moving through our area, bringing in clouds, some spotty showers, and even a few flurries. And it's all due to that cold pool way up in the atmosphere. This is supplying our atmosphere with enough cold air to produce snow showers. The thickness level is just the right amount. But as we head beyond Tuesday to Wednesday, that cold pool exits our area and a lot more warm weather arrives as we head into Thursday and Friday. But quickly on our Skycast today, a mix of clouds, sunshine, and a few showers, maybe a flurry or two in the highest elevations. Better shot for rain showers overnight tonight, but then we'll gradually dry out throughout Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening with widespread frost possible with skies clearing Wednesday night. So keep your eye on that. Besides that, though, Thursday and Friday shaping up rather nicely, gradually warming up back into the 50s, 60s, and then remaining in the low 60s for much of Saturday and Sunday. Overall, pretty pleasant weekend for any fall festivities, Gary.
Wow, let's get through today and half of tomorrow, right?
Yep, and here we are, lots of sunshine.
Wow, beautiful 5-day stretch. Eric, thank you. The world's top scientists have their eyes on.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And as we mentioned earlier, no heavy rains coming down this morning like yesterday at this time.
Yeah, so we got a drier start today. It's still a cool one, though. Temperatures sitting in the 30s, so I had to bundle up, grab that heavier jacket early this morning.
Yeah.
But we'll still see those cooler temperatures, mainly dry weather for the next few hours. Make a live look out in Oneonta early this morning. No fog like we saw yesterday in the city of the hills, but again, it's rather cool out. Temperatures initially in the 30s from as far north as Saranac Lake and Watertown to as far south as Binghamton, Ithaca, and Poughkeepsie. And we actually warmed up a degree or two compared to earlier this morning. Rome was sitting at 34-ish degrees. Now, the radar itself, it's dry here in the Mohawk Valley, but I'm mentioning the potential for some lake effect light rain showers, even a few flurries in the higher elevations as that wind shifts more northwesterly, noticing that gradual trend from the north shifting a little bit eastward. You can see those showers moving just to the east of Syracuse. But along with these rain chances, there'll also be some opportunity for sunshine as well. So a mixed bag of weather today, as we'll continue to see some spotty lake effect rain and snow showers. And with the temperatures remaining cool throughout the day today, recommend grabbing that heavier sweater or even some gloves as well. I know I probably should have brought mine this morning, but it definitely was cool out. Temperatures remaining in the 40s for much of the day today. We'll talk about when this cool pattern ends and when more sunshine and dry weather arrives coming up in that full forecast. Gary?
Eric, thanks, and don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back to Sunrise on this Tuesday morning. The time now is 6:12, and how will things shape up heading out the door this morning? Well, first off, let's take a look back in Old Forge. Again, looks like there's something blocking part of the camera here, but we can tell is right along Main Street. It is a little damp. Rain showers have rolled through overnight, even a few flurries in some of the highest elevations. But heading down into Utica, it's dry. We're in between those lake effect rain bands, and temperatures still on the cool side in the upper 30s. Heading into Oneonta to the south, 36 degrees with quiet conditions at this point. But as you head farther to the west, that's when we're seeing that lake effect rain band. Spotty rain, not consistent as you head down into parts of Madison and Chenango counties. Traffic flow across central New York today. No accidents to report early this morning. And again, heading out the door, bundle up, temperatures in the 30s. Watch out for some wet roads that could have leaves on them. Again, when you have wet roads with leaves, stopping distance increases. It's almost as slick as ice. By this afternoon, we'll see temperatures climb only into the mid-40s with still cooler conditions and overall pretty chilly fall day in store for us. Gary?
Thank you, volunteers from the Daughters of the American Revolution.
The Storm Tracker 2 team, where we track storms. Don't let the weather spoil your day. Tune in for the Storm Tracker 2 Commutecast, brought to you by Munson. Visit Munson today and ignite curiosity and creativity. Visiting Munson and the Storm Tracker 2 Commutecast, both free and both Utica's very own. Remember, all roads lead to Munson. Better service, better prices, and local company. It's Wheelock Disposal. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. We are tracking overall chilly temperatures early today with only a few spots seeing some lake effect rain. Most of us starting out the day dry. A live look at downtown Utica right now. Overcast skies have moved in. It was rather clear in some spots early last night, but again, that cloud cover has slowly moved back in again. Those temperatures sitting at 38 degrees. Dew point sitting at 36 with calm winds. Feels like temperature still also feeling like 38 degrees, but that might remain the same heading throughout the afternoon. Sunrise sitting at 7:18 this morning. So the sunrise getting later and later. And of course, the early morning remaining darker for longer. The radar right now is mainly dry. We're tracking right now a few lake effect rain showers out near Syracuse, and this will actually turn a bit more northwesterly. The winds will turn more northwesterly, allowing a few of these to actually move into parts of central New York as we head throughout the afternoon. But it won't be a complete washout like yesterday. Yesterday was consistent rain mixed in with some snow showers. Today, it'll be a mix of sun, clouds, rain, even a few flurries in the highest elevations. But let's head inside the coffee shop this morning. If you are heading out the door, definitely grab that extra large coffee with extra pumpkin spice, anything extra, because it's cool out this morning. 30s to start and only warming up into the mid-40s by the afternoon. Now, along with mid-40s for those temperatures on paper, we still got to factor in those winds. It's going to be breezy this afternoon, 10 to 15 mile per hour sustained winds. You factor that into the wind chill, and it's going to feel cool. Most of the day will feel like the upper 30s to low 40s. So what I mentioned earlier, to grab that jacket, keep it handy, I definitely recommend for most of that for the day today. Fall foliage report as we head throughout the remainder of this week. We are still seeing past peak colors in the North Country for now. Below 1,000 feet, those colors getting more vibrant. Still, I'd say maybe a few days to a week away from the lowest of elevations reaching peak colors. But you head north and south of Utica, it's gorgeous. Those leaves are just breathtaking right now. And hopefully, again, those winds and whatever rain we do see the next day or so won't be bringing them down for the most part. But back to the weather pattern, low pressure, a trough dragging in these snow showers mixed in with rain. Again, snow isolated to the highest of elevations. There's enough warm air near the surface to prevent snow from falling near, I would say, Mohawk Valley area. But that cold pool exits our area to the north and east, and we'll see warmer temperatures arrive by the end of the week. So this is not a sustained pattern. But as you can see here on our Skycast, for the near term, temperatures in the 40s, breezy, mix of sun, clouds, rain, and a few flurries. And then heading into the overnight hours, hilltops could see some snow, rain showers mixing in here and there. Wednesday, cloudy, a mix of rain again. But as we head into Wednesday night, we'll see those temperatures fall back down below freezing. Our first widespread frost of the season is likely for Wednesday night into Thursday. Because following that, we'll see more sunshine arrive. Temperatures climb back into the 60s, and that'll remain consistent for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Gorgeous weather for any fall activities. I mentioned in the last hour, Gary, I would say it's great for doing some pumpkin picking.
Yeah, sure is, as well as raking some leaves, right?
Leaf raking, pumpkin picking, anything fall-like.
And golf.
And golf, too.
Well, new allegations of sexual assault.
Day, October 15th, 2024.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Kind of hard to see anything on our CAV tower cam there in the morning, though.
Yeah, a little difficult. We got those clouds that went in, but it's dry for now. It's cool, though. It's I would say decent jacket, maybe glove weather. I keep bringing it up because my hands were freezing this morning. I was grabbing the steering wheel driving in, and of course, I think when you get to wintertime, that's the one thing I do not like the most.
Yeah, we got to get you a heated steering wheel.
Definitely, I recommend having that. This morning, heading out the door, first off, taking a live look in Oneonta. Again, there's some low-lying stratus clouds over much of the area. That's enough to reach the hilltops and enough for our tower cam to hide the view of downtown Utica. But regardless, for pretty much all of central New York, temperatures are in the 30s. It's a crisp start to the day today, but mainly dry. There are lake effect showers, but they're primarily west of central New York. Now, that will not be the case for most of the day today. Those showers will gradually move their way eastward as that wind direction will shift a little bit. Now, that doesn't mean a washout like yesterday. It just means that we'll see a mix of clouds, a peak of sunshine here and there, and then a shower or two with maybe a few flurries in the highest of elevations. So one of those mixed bag weather days here across central New York. So what you're going to wear today? Well, recommend that heavier sweater, long sleeve shirt, decent fall jacket, and again, those gloves. It's a cool one early today. And maybe keep that hat handy too as well in case you run into a few of those rain showers, but most of the day today will not be a complete washout. We're talking about those rain and, yes, snow chances tonight, as well as frost potential and when we could see a warm-up. Well, I'll talk all about that in that forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Just 21 days to go.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back to Sunrise on this Tuesday morning. We are starting out by taking a look at our photo of the day. This one takes us to New Hartford for fall colors, and what a photo right here. And I mentioned in the first half hour, I was pretty sure this is heading up to Tibbetts, but I think I'm incorrect here. I'm trying my best to locate this exact spot here. I know the Tibbetts goes up the road there, but I feel like the tree line is a bit too dense to have it be Tibbetts. But if any of you in the New Hartford area that want to call me out and say, hey, Eric, you're wrong, here's where it is, please do, because I want to know where this location is in New Hartford. So if you do, please email weather@wktv.com. I'd love to verify where this location was. But if you want to do something else and submit a photo like this one to the link right there on top of your screen, wktv.com/weather/pics, you can showcase your neck of the woods, your fall foliage around your hometown, or just where you live in general, and might be able to show it right here on News Channel 2 at sunrise. Well, Gary, this morning, it's a chilly start. Temperatures are in the 30s, but will we see a warm-up? We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes. Gary?
Eric, thanks all. As the nation marked Indigenous Peoples Day on Monday, locally here in Utica, there is a Christopher Columbus statue that is celebrated every year by Italian Americans. Locals of Italian heritage say the statue is a representative
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. We are tracking overall quiet conditions here in the Utica area, but it's a chilly one out there. Taking a live look outside in at downtown Utica. Overcast skies, enough of a blanket of clouds to block our view from Smith Hill up here in Deerfield of the downtown areas early today. But one thing that is for certain, those temperatures are chilly, sitting at 38 degrees with cloudy skies. And the winds are calm right now, but they will gradually pick up as we head throughout the afternoon. Sunrise time sitting at 7:18 this morning. So as we enter the next several weeks, that sunrise getting even later and later, even beyond, seeing twilight at the 6:30 to 7 o'clock half-hour time frame. The radar right now is quiet here in the Mohawk Valley, but again, our attention turns out to the west, where we're keeping an eye on lake effect rain showers coming off of Lake Ontario. A northwesterly wind takes shape today. This will bring those spotty showers eastward into our local area. But again, spotty being the key word. It's not going to be widespread rain like yesterday. But what will be like yesterday, all those temperatures. We head into the coffee shop. We've got pumpkin spice, high levels, extra large, large coffee, anything that's extra fall-like, because today temperatures are going to feel very fall-like. Highs only in the mid-40s, and that's really only on paper. You factor in those wind speeds, again, highs in the mid-40s. We'll see highs or wind speeds between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Feels like temperatures going as high as the upper 30s to low 40s. So a very cool and a breezy day today. Fall foliage report quickly. Of course, the North Country beyond peak colors, but as you go below 1,000 feet, more color is slowly approaching into the hilltops north and south of Utica. Overall, beautiful foliage taking place right now. But the bigger picture, we've got that cold pool of air bringing in rain showers, even some snow in the highest elevations. That cold pool exits to the east as we head into the end of the work week and warmer temperatures begin to return. On our Skycast today, temperatures going from the 30s up into the 40s, breezy, a mix of clouds, sunshine, a spotty light lake effect shower, and maybe a few flurries in the higher elevations. A better shot for precip tonight, and then tomorrow will gradually dry out with the potential for widespread frost tomorrow night. A low of 32 degrees, some spots in the 20s, but then we'll climb back up again into the 60s as we head into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll be right back.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. This Tuesday is going to be another chilly one, a breezy one as well, with highs only climbing into the mid-40s. Taking a look at the radar and satellite bigger picture right now, we're seeing lake effect rain showers out west of central New York. They will gradually shift eastward into parts of our area as that wind direction gradually changes. Notice you can really see the low pressure rotating around the northeast right here, in that general wind direction favoring initially a north wind, but again shifting more northwesterly. But regardless, today heading to the coffee shop, well, you might want to grab that extra large hot coffee and put some extra pumpkin spice in it, because today's high temperatures will be cool into the mid-40s. But that's just on paper. The reason why I'm saying it's going to be even cooler is because you factor in that wind chill. Today's highs into the mid-40s, wind speeds as high as 10 to 15 miles per hour, especially between 1 and 5 p.m. You factor that in, it's going to feel like the upper 30s to low 40s throughout the daytime hours. So it's going to be a cool one, a breezy one. Definitely bundle up heading outside today. The latest fall foliage report as we turn our attention initially to the North Country past peak colors at this point. A lot more color is starting to arrive below 1,000 feet into parts of, say, just north and south of the Mohawk Valley. In fact, very vibrant colors heading those hilltops just north and south of Utica and heading into Herkimer County as well as some locations heading down to the Catskills also at peak to near past peak colors. But bigger picture, that cold pool of air is still moving its way through central New York as we head into today and tonight. Wednesday, still rather cool, but then that cold pool exits as we head into Wednesday evening and Wednesday night. And then we'll see warmer temperatures arrive as that somewhat Arctic blast, although it's not really Arctic air, will exit to the north and east. And so in our Skycast, a few clouds this morning giving way to a peak of, or a mix of sunshine and clouds and some spotty lake effect rain showers. Best shot for precip looks to be tonight as a trough moves over our area. A few scattered showers and a few flurries in the hilltops possible. And then overnight lows falling down into the low 30s. By Wednesday, things will gradually dry out. We still got that northwest wind, so things will remain rather cool. And that will supply us with enough cool air to where when skies eventually clear out during the overnight hours, lows will fall to near or below freezing for pretty much all of central New York, our first decent widespread frost of the season. Following that, those temperatures do climb right back up again into the upper 50s by Thursday afternoon. And so we're back to a slightly warmer weather pattern to wrap up the work week. And so your 7-day forecast following this cool stretch, temperatures go right back to around average this time of year into the low to mid 60s. by Saturday and Sunday. Great outdoor weather for those planning any activities, such as maybe pumpkin picking or doing some raking as well, though that's not really one of those fun activities, but you get the gist. We've got nice weather heading into the weekend.
This is New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. This Tuesday is going to be another chilly one, a breezy one as well, with highs only climbing into the mid-40s. Taking a look at the radar and satellite bigger picture right now, we're seeing lake effect rain showers out west of central New York. They will gradually shift eastward into parts of our area as that wind direction gradually changes. Notice you can really see the low pressure rotating around the northeast right here in that general wind direction, favoring initially a north wind, but again shifting more northwesterly. But regardless, today, heading to the coffee shop, well, you might want to grab that extra large hot coffee and put some extra pumpkin spice in it, because today's high temperatures will be cool into the mid-40s. But that's just on paper. The reason why I'm saying it's going to be even cooler is because you factor in that wind chill. Today's highs into the mid-40s, wind speeds as high as 10 to 15 miles per hour, especially between 1 and 5 p.m. You factor that in, it's going to feel like the upper 30s to low 40s throughout the daytime hours. So it's going to be a cool one, a breezy one. Definitely bundle up heading outside today. The latest fall foliage report as we turn our attention initially to the North Country past peak colors at this point. A lot more color is starting to arrive below 1,000 feet into parts of, say, just north and south of the Mohawk Valley. In fact, very vibrant colors heading those hilltops just north and south of Utica and heading into Herkimer County as well as some locations heading down to the Catskills also at peak to near past peak colors. But bigger picture, that cold pool of air is still moving its way through central New York as we head into today and tonight. Wednesday, still rather cool, but then that cold pool exits as we head into Wednesday evening and Wednesday night. And then we'll see warmer temperatures arrive as that somewhat Arctic blast, although it's not really Arctic air, will exit to the north and east. And so in our Skycast, a few clouds this morning giving way to a mix of sunshine and clouds and some spotty lake effect rain showers. Best shot for precip looks to be tonight as a trough moves over our area. A few scattered showers and a few flurries in the hilltops possible. And then overnight lows falling down into the low 30s. By Wednesday, things will gradually dry out. We still got that northwest wind, so things will remain rather cool. And that will supply us with enough cool air to where when skies eventually clear out during the overnight hours, lows will fall to near or below freezing for pretty much all of central New York, our first decent widespread frost of the season. Following that, those temperatures do climb right back up again into the upper 50s by Thursday afternoon, and so we're back to a slightly warmer weather pattern to wrap up the work week. And so your 7-day forecast following this cool stretch, temperatures go right back to around average this time of year into the low to mid 60s by Saturday and Sunday. Great outdoor weather for those planning any activities such as maybe pumpkin picking or doing some raking as well, though that's not really one of those fun activities, but you get the gist. We've got nice weather heading into the weekend.
Car crash? Well, New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. This Tuesday is going to be another chilly one, a breezy one as well, with highs only climbing into the mid 40s. Taking a look at the radar and satellite bigger picture right now, we're seeing lake effect rain showers out west of central New York. They will gradually shift eastward into parts of our area as that wind direction gradually changes. Notice you can really see the low pressure rotating around the northeast right here in that general wind direction, favoring initially a north wind, but again shifting more northwesterly. But regardless, today heading to the coffee shop, well, you might want to grab that extra large hot coffee and put some extra pumpkin spice in it, because today's high temperatures will be cool into the mid 40s. But that's just on paper. The reason why I'm saying it's going to be even cooler is because you factor in that wind chill. Today's highs into the mid 40s, wind speeds as high as 10 to 15 miles per hour, especially between 1 and 5 p.m. You factor that in, it's going to feel like the upper 30s to low 40s throughout the daytime hours. So it's going to be a cool one, a breezy one. Definitely bundle up heading outside today. The latest fall foliage report as we turn our attention initially to the North Country past peak colors at this point. A lot more color is starting to arrive below 1,000 feet into parts of, say, just north and south of the Mohawk Valley. In fact, very vibrant colors heading those hilltops just north and south of Utica and heading into Herkimer County as well as some locations heading down to the Catskills also at peak to near past peak colors. But bigger picture, that cold pool of air is still moving its way through central New York as we head into today and tonight. Wednesday, still rather cool, but then that cold pool exits as we head into Wednesday evening and Wednesday night. And then we'll see warmer temperatures arrive as that somewhat Arctic blast, although it's not really Arctic air, will exit to the north and east. And so on our Skycast, a few clouds this morning giving way to a mix of sunshine and clouds and some spotty lake effect rain showers. Best shot for precip looks to be tonight as a trough moves over our area. A few scattered showers and a few flurries in the hilltops possible. And then overnight lows falling down into the low 30s. By Wednesday, things will gradually dry out. We still got that northwest wind, so things will remain rather cool. And that will supply us with enough cool air to where when skies eventually clear out during the overnight hours, lows will fall to near or below freezing for pretty much all of central New York, our first decent widespread frost of the season. Following that, those temperatures do climb right back up again into the upper 50s by Thursday afternoon. And so we're back to a slightly warmer weather pattern to wrap up the work week. And so your 7-day forecast following this cool stretch, temperatures go right back to around average this time of year into the low to mid 60s by Saturday and Sunday. Great outdoor weather for those planning any activities such as maybe pumpkin picking or doing some raking as well, though that's not really one of those fun activities, but you get the gist. We've got nice weather heading into the weekend.
This is Eric Gage joining us now. And Eric, another chilly day here across the Mohawk Valley, but at least not as rainy as yesterday.
Yes, we've seen some breaks in the clouds, some peaks of sunshine, but yes, some spotty showers rolling around. It's still a cold one. That's the main thing, though. Matter of fact, a live look outside at our Cavvy Tower camera. Notice you see on the distance some rain showers, some sunshine here and there, but I do also want to point out the colorful trees up here on Smith Hill. Highest elevations north and south of the valley are near peak fall foliage, and we'll of course see those vibrant colors creep into the Mohawk Valley as fall continues to move right along. Oneonta, same story. Some clouds here and there, some blue skies out in the distance. Temperature finally reaching 41 degrees. It was in the 30s for much of the morning, but you factor in that wind chill, it's even cooler. 43 in Rome and Hamilton, and on the radar, again, a mix of clouds, sun, rain, even a few flurries in the highest of elevations, primarily north of the Mohawk Valley, north of Old Forge near Inlet. But that's really about it regarding snowfall chance today. By tonight, we'll see additional spotty showers linger throughout midnight. Chances for a few snow showers in the highest elevations, again, as we head into tonight, the overnight hours. But as we head into tomorrow, things will quiet down, and we'll also see a gradual warm-up. We'll talk about how warm we get heading into the next few days straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. There are calls for a Town of Hartwick board member to all there.
Join Chief Meteorologist Bill Carter.
This on that Storm Tracker 2 Skycast, as you can see.
Meteorologist Samantha Wessing.
Severe weather all out.
Meteorologist Jill Reel.
The conditions in place right now, you can
meteorologist Eric Gage. To get instant updates on floods, storms, and tornadoes. News Channel 2 Storm Tracker, tracking storms minute by minute to keep your family safe.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good Tuesday afternoon, everyone. After a cloudy start, overall relatively dry. A few spotty showers have rolled into parts of central New York. Let's take a live look at downtown Utica right now, where more clouds have started to move in. But as you can see here, roads a bit damp. Spotty showers have also moved in. Clouds, 40s, breezy. Feels like 39. That's the main story today. It's a cold one, a breezy one. Definitely, I would say mid-fall jacket weather, even some glove weather as well. The radar right now showing some lake effect activity picking up. As expected, that wind has shifted more northwesterly, and it's bringing in a few spotty showers mixed in with sunshine, by the way. One of those weird days we'll see sun one minute, rain the next, even a few flurries in the highest of elevations. But that's the story today. Temperatures, again, remaining as high as the mid to upper 40s, but you factor in those winds, it's really going to remain like the low 40s, upper 30s. So it's still a cool one, and we're going to be pretty chilly tonight as well, with lows falling down into the mid 30s once more. Heading out to view some of the fall foliage later on this week, or even into the start of this weekend. We're seeing a lot more gray popping up in the North Country past peak for most of the highest of elevations, but that also means that more colors starting to show up as you head farther into the valley. Still, the outlying areas north and south of the Mohawk Valley are seeing those vibrant colors pop up once more. We showed it on our tower cam a few moments ago, but we're going to see that peak fall foliage creep into the lowest elevations roughly, I would say, within the next week or so. So stay tuned for that. Bigger picture, we've got this low pressure clinging onto this pocket of cold air, bringing in those rain and even snow chances to our area between tonight and early tomorrow. But following tomorrow evening, this trough exits to the east, high pressure moves in, and that cold pool leaves us where we're left with warmer weather as we head into Thursday and Friday. Initially, it's not going to be that warm, but it'll be right around average as we approach the coming weekend. And so today in our Skycast, pretty much a mixed bag of weather. Clouds, rain, maybe in some pockets of sleet or graupel, as well as even some flurries in the highest of elevations. Tonight, that trough rolls through our best shot for seeing rain or snow. And then following that, we'll see conditions dry out as we head into Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening, but also cool down by Wednesday night. Our first widespread frost of the season. I know some of you have already seen frost already. Lowest elevations really have remained frost-free, but this is the chance where likely all of us will see it as long as that cloud cover leaves our area by 6 a.m. on Thursday. And so your 7-day forecast, following Wednesday, frost potential Wednesday night, sunshine moves in as we head into Thursday, Friday, and how about this, into the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I mentioned this morning, Gary, this will be great pumpkin picking weather. I would say that, Halloween's only a few weeks away. It's almost spooky season, and I think it's time for it.
What a great stretch ahead.
Yeah, gorgeous weather. Just got to get through today, and it's the start of tomorrow.
Yeah, not too bad. Eric, thanks. Coming up, the massive cleanup continues down in Florida. Milton will be felt for a very long time. We'll have the latest from Florida up next. NBC's Aaron McLaughlin reporting. Meteorologist Eric Gage joining us now. And Eric, no warm-up today, but there is one in our near future.
Yes, you got to get through the next few days of just cool, breezy, late fall-like weather. It's 40s out right now, Gary, but it's a mixed bag of weather. You can see rain showers, blue skies across parts of the region. In fact, let's zoom in so you guys can see it here watching. Sunshine in Herkimer. Then you get to Camden. Well, there's maybe some sun there as well, but clouds mixing in. Rain shower here and there. So Mother Nature, one of those indecisive days on what she wants to put for the weather. Those temperatures across the state in the 40s. It's a cool one out there. Again, Poughkeepsie, Albany, some of the hot spots down to the south. Still upper 40s out in Rochester and in Syracuse. But as you can see here on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, I would call these almost popcorn showers. Look at how small some of these are, only a few miles wide, hit or miss over some parts of the region, even some snow working into parts of the highest of elevations. So that's the weather story today. Pretty much everything but the kitchen sink, of course, besides severe weather. But as we can see here today, temperatures are in the 40s. We'll be falling down into the 30s tonight. With potential for some patchy frost, but a better shot for frost will be as we head into tomorrow night. We'll, of course, talk about that, plus when that warm-up does eventually arrive straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The family of a former
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
What a great shot of that camera overlooking the Mohawk Valley. You can see, of course, the beautiful colors up here on Smith Hill. We take a live look down into the valley here in downtown Utica. We actually can see some blue skies peeking out. Slight difference compared to yesterday, which was just a gloomy, rainy, breezy, cold day across the board. Today, well, it's most of what I just said, but at least we're seeing a peak of blue sky here and there. I'll put the silver lining here this afternoon. Temperatures still sitting in the 40s, a decent wind. It feels like 39 degrees out. As I mentioned this morning, the feels like temperature will largely stay in the upper 30s to low 40s for much of this afternoon and this evening. Radar right now pretty busy, but only with a few spotty lake effect showers over much of the region. These showers only a few miles wide. In fact, even some flurries popping up in some of the higher elevations. We'll start to cool down from the 40s into the 30s overnight tonight. Keep in mind, we're around 15 degrees below average for this time of year. We'll see those more average-like temperatures arrive as we head into the end of the work week. Now, speaking of the end of the work week, we'll have nicer weather into Friday, into Saturday. And this will be great weather to go up and even view some of the fall foliage, not even way up in the Adirondacks. You actually can see some of it as far south as the foothills, heading into the locations below 1,000 feet, just north and south of the Mohawk Valley. So any activities you can plan through parts of central New York in those slightly higher elevations, it'll be great fall foliage peeping, as well as even some pumpkin picking as well. Bigger picture, that cold pool over central New York is keeping things cool, breezy, and even snowy in some higher elevations, especially into tonight. But that cold pool you see behind me will exit our area out to the east, and more sunshine and warmer temperatures will arrive from the west as high pressure slowly moves in. And so on our Skycast today, some on and off rain mixed in with clouds and sunshine, a mixed bag of weather. Tonight, our best shot for any notable rain or even some flurries or snow showers in the higher elevations as that trough moves over our area. Then tomorrow, clouds and lingering drizzle, but then we dry out by the evening and we cool down by the overnight, with lows falling down to right around freezing or even below freezing. 27 in Cooperstown, 30 Old Forge, even 28 in Little Falls, 30 in Utica. Now, these are just rough temperature estimates, but regardless, I think this will be the first time we see a widespread frost versus just patchy frost that we've seen over the days past. But following that frosty start, we're back into the 50s by Thursday afternoon, and that sets the stage for a beautiful stretch of weather. Take a look at this. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, along with Thursday. It's dry, it's sunny, it's warmer, I would say, very warm, but by mid-October standards, Gary, sunshine and 60s, you couldn't beat that. That's just gorgeous weather to go out and do any fall activities.
That's for sure. We'll just get through today and a little bit of tomorrow, and then welcome to the sun. Eric, thanks. Well, cleanup and recovery from hurricane to the state, digging out while others still experiencing active flooding and power outages. NBC's Priya Sridhar is in St. Petersburg with the very latest.
I'm here in this neighborhood in St. Petersburg Beach, and this community really got a double whammy between Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton. They first were hit by Hurricane Helene, which caused a lot of the destruction you're seeing around me. You can see piles of debris and trash, furniture, mattresses, personal items just littered all over the streets. Just when they were starting the rebuilding process, then Hurricane Milton came, which knocked out power. As of this morning, they finally were able to get power back, so they're able to now start that long road to recovery process. But still, there's more than 100,000 households here in Florida without power, as everyone here is trying to just get back on their feet. Back to you.
NBC's Priya Sridhar reporting from Florida. Well, stay with us. Up next, the story of a
forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Chilly today, tracking some rain showers moving through. Let's take a look at the radar this evening. These bands are from lake effect rain, and they're intermittent. We're getting showers, we're getting sunshine. It's been a very changeable day. This will continue this evening, and at times this could mix in with a little bit of snow or graupel. That's some soft hail that may occasionally mix in just because the air loft is so chilly. Temperatures are chilly too. Our current temperature at Griffiths and Rome is 44 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. Tracking more showers here as we head into tonight and into very early tomorrow, but then the weather will start to change. It's going to be cold enough for frost tonight and tomorrow night. We're looking at much warmer weather, though, as we look ahead. This evening, again, passing showers, temperatures in the upper 30s to low 40s, a chilly one again. But we are tracking a big warm-up and a return to sunshine. A look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Oneida Hospital was closed.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. A chilly day across central New York. Scattered rain showers, even some snow pellets mixing in from time to time, a little bit of graupel. The air aloft is cold, but it's not causing any issues in terms of any slippery roads. Current temperature 42 degrees. This is live looking downtown Utica. And again, it's been a very changeable weather day. We've been seeing sunshine, rain, and the combination of that has led to this really nice rainbow. This was taken in the town of Frankfort from Sarah. Not just one, but two rainbows. Double rainbow. Usually when you see two rainbows, the inside rainbow is the brightest, and the outer rainbow tends to be dimmer. And if you look really closely, the colors are actually rearranged opposite of each other. That inward rainbow, you've got reds on the outside, violets on the inside, and then it's the opposite on that outer band. And when it's really bright, you can actually notice it a little bit better. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Some scattered showers continue to move through. This is lake effect rain, and it will continue as we head into this evening, into early tonight, and then things start to change. If we can get any breaks in the overcast today, I think the odds are relatively low, but it's not zero. You might be able to catch a glimpse of the comet in the sky that will be visible right after sunset. You're going to look to the west. People around the country have been able to spot this, but locally it's been pretty cloudy the last couple of days. The good news is that this comet's going to be around for at least the next couple of weeks, so we'll have better chances to see this as we head throughout the week as skies do clear out. So we'll have a reminder of this too as we head later into the week. 44 degrees at Griffiths and Rome, Hamilton 43, Binghamton 45. Again, just a chilly day. Looking to get the lawn cut. The weather not looking great tomorrow, but Thursday and Friday look a lot nicer as we get some colder weather here and a couple of frost chances. I think the grass will start to slow down growing. Our MoCast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. Low pressure continues to move to the east, again bringing that northwest wind. We will see more scattered showers as we head into tonight. Overnight lows drop down into the mid-30s. Wednesday, cloudy skies to start. A sprinkle's possible early, but the majority of the day looks dry. We should see some breaks of the overcast late in the day. Stage is set for clearing skies and a widespread frost tomorrow night. Thursday looks like a beautiful day, sunshine and warmer with temperatures in the 50s. A passing shower tonight, low of 35. Tomorrow, cloudy skies, temperatures in the upper 40s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The weather looks much warmer here as we head into the weekend. Looks like another nice weather night for high school football. The weekend looking great. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 60s heading into early next week.
Great news, because Sunday was not fun for football. That was
true.
kind of miserable in soccer and everything else happening outside.
It'll be a lot nicer here, yes.
I know we got spoiled. Bill, thank you.
Southern communities continue.
Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Beautiful picture of a rainbow. We've been getting several folks seeing that in the sky late this afternoon. This was right over the city of Utica from Wynn Hospital. Beautiful shot there. We're tracking some showers moving across the region. Some cooler weather is going to linger through tomorrow, but we have a pretty remarkable turnaround in the weather expected beginning Thursday. Temperatures are going to get much warmer, and we'll be back into the mid to upper 60s here as we head into the weekend, which is much above average. Usually by this time of the year, we're in the 50s. Taking the dog out for a walk this evening. Again, it is chilly. Also keep the umbrella handy. Scattered rain showers will continue. Tonight's featured dog, Gibson. If you want to be part of this, head to Skycast WKTV on Facebook. This is brought to you by Nye Automotive Group. We're tracking much warmer weather ahead. A look at the forecast coming up. Kristen, back to you.
Amid the daunting and historic
The WKTV News Channel 2 app. Easy to use and 100% free. Access everything you will need to know. Stay on top of all information about local weather, news, and top stories. Located on the App Store.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. A chilly day today. We've been seeing passing rain showers and some sunshine. It's been a very changeable day. Remember that old saying, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes? It means days like today. It's been one of those days. The sun is back out in Oneonta, but it is chilly. We're expecting warmer weather, though, as we look ahead. We've got another chilly day tomorrow. By the way, frost, pretty good possibility. Pretty good bet, actually, as we head into the next couple of nights. I think our best chance of frost is going to be tomorrow night. A lot of folks capturing a rainbow earlier today. This is in the town of Frankfurt, a double rainbow. We've been getting a lot of pictures from them, and we're sharing them on our Facebook page. Just search for WKTV Weather along with myself. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Scattered showers continue to roll through. There's more to the north that will be dropping southward, so the weather stays somewhat unsettled heading into tonight. With that being said, I know we have some breaks in the overcast. Maybe, just maybe, you get lucky this evening. After sunset, look to the west. You should be able to see a comet if there's any breaks in the overcast, just the right spot. If you can't see this tonight, this is expected to be in the night sky over the next several days, actually over the next couple of weeks here. So our opportunities are not just tonight, but we will remind you, I think viewing will be a lot better as we head later into this week. A couple of folks were able to see this Saturday night, but of course it's been cloudy in the last couple of evenings. Skywatchers checking in, Whitesboro 47, Forestport 40, Helen Cassville 43, Mohawk 45, Curtis 41, Worcester 46 degrees. Again, just a chilly day. Scattered showers continue from lake effect rain, that wind coming off of Lake Ontario. It's a chilly wind, and this is going to continue here for about the next 24 hours. You can see the next batch of precipitation dropping in from the north. This will fall mainly as rain, but it could mix in with snow showers tonight, especially along higher elevations. Overnight lows in the mid-30s. Tomorrow, a mostly cloudy day, a few sprinkles possible early. It's cloudy, it's breezy throughout the day, temperatures in the mid-40s. Skies clear out tomorrow night. It sets the stage for a widespread frost Thursday morning. A chilly start to the day, but high pressure builds in, and that is going to be a game changer. We're looking at a significant change in the weather pattern with lots of sunshine. It's going to be noticeably warmer Thursday. Highs in the 50s. Much warmer weather spills in from the west as we head into the weekend. A passing shower tonight, low of 35. Tomorrow, cloudy skies, another chilly day, but again, there is an end in sight. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast, mostly sunny Thursday, 54. It's still cold at night for the next couple of nights with overnight lows close to freezing. Friday, sunshine 62, beautiful over the weekend. High temperatures in the mid-60s, chilly at night. But then we approach 70 as we look ahead to Monday and Tuesday. We'll be right back.
forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
It's been a chilly day, but it's been a very changeable day. Sunshine, rain showers. Well, the next round of rain is dropping in from the north. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. This is lake effect rain, and it's even falling as some snow in some of the higher elevations this evening. We'll see more of this as we head into tonight. A live look in downtown Utica, temperature 44. Again, just a chilly day. Frost is expected to be around tonight and tomorrow. I think the frost will be very widespread tomorrow night. But looking ahead, the weather does change. We're looking at a pretty dramatic change in the weather pattern, going back to much warmer weather looking ahead. Rain and snow showers this evening, temperatures in the upper 30s to low 40s. Again, tracking much warmer weather as we head towards the weekend. And look at the forecasts coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Oneida Hospital was closed.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are continuing to track some chilly weather here across central New York. A live look in downtown Utica. Temperature of 41 degrees, partly cloudy skies. It's been a very changeable weather day. We've had sunshine, rain, and it's stayed pretty chilly throughout. That's also brought us opportunities to see many of these. We're getting a lot of photos of rainbows, some beautiful ones too. This was taken in Utica about an hour ago from Wynn Hospital. That's a gorgeous shot. We'll probably see a few more of these as we head into this evening as we get towards sunset, which isn't that far away from now, just a few more minutes. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The next batch of rain is moving in from the north. This is lake effect rain. And it's falling even as some snow in the higher elevations. That will be the case tonight. We might be able to get lucky tonight and get a few breaks in the overcast over the next hour or so. If you can see to the west, if you have a view towards the lower western horizon, you might be able to pick out a comet. That's been visible in the night sky over the past couple of nights. Of course, we've been dealing with a lot of cloud cover. This will be visible in the night sky over the next at least week, so we will have more opportunities to see this. Again, right after sunset, look to the west for a comet in the evening sky. Skywatchers checking in with chilly weather. Bob and Clinton, 45 degrees. Forestport, 40. Curtis, 41. Mohawk, 45. Westford, 42. And Worcester with 46. A northwest wind is producing lake effect rain showers. It's plenty cold to generate this today, and we're going to see more of this tonight as well as very early tomorrow. Tonight, scattered lake effect rain showers. Some snow showers are possible, especially in the higher terrain. No accumulation is expected. Overnight lows drop down into the mid-30s. Tomorrow, mainly cloudy skies, some breaks of sunshine late, temperatures in the mid-40s. Tomorrow night, skies clear out. The stage is set for widespread frosts. Starting out in the low 30s Thursday morning. Beautiful weather Thursday afternoon, lots of sunshine and noticeably warmer with highs in the 50s. Passing shower tonight, low of 35. Tomorrow, cloudy skies, a sprinkle in the morning, but most of the day looks dry. Another chilly day, a high of 48. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Lots of sunshine is expected as we head into the weekend and early next week, and a nice warm-up. Temperatures are going to be much warmer with highs in the 60s. A much nicer weekend, especially after the last couple of days.
Yeah.
It's changed so dramatically, but it's not going to stay this way.
Get back to where it should be.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Bill. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6. Forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill
Thanks
Carter.
for stalling.
Not a problem. We just want to make sure that we get this great picture up from Jody Hildreth. I've known Jody for a couple of decades as well.
Yeah.
He takes some great pictures.
Great camera equipment, too. Take a look at this shot. This is Comet Atlas.
Wow.
If you haven't heard of this already, don't worry. We're going to be talking about this a lot. We just haven't been able to see it because the clouds have been with us here for the past couple of days. But Jody caused this in Waterville, a fantastic shot. We will be able to see this in the evening sky over the next couple of days. Details to follow in just a couple of minutes. But yeah, a lot of us are looking forward to that. Live look outside. It is, we're back to gross weather this evening. Cloud showers, even some snow showers showing up in the higher elevations. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Current temperature 39 degrees, so it's a cold rain. We've got a west wind at 7 miles an hour. Our weather heading into tonight, good night to run the heat if you haven't already done so. It is going to be another cold night. Temperatures in the mid-30s. We're tracking another chilly day tomorrow, but the weather does change. It does start to warm up. I've got to look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Route 20 is now back open to traffic after a short.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are taking a live look in downtown Utica. It is wet. It is chilly. A temperature of 38 this evening, and we are tracking widespread rain that will be sticking around as we head into tonight. We've been dealing with several rounds of rain, and this is lake effect rain. You can actually see the band showing up quite well here. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. There it is. This arc of yellow that you see is the wind direction, that cold wind blowing over the lake, and that's extending into the Mohawk Valley. And what you're seeing here with this blue, that does indicate a rain-snow mix along higher elevations. Now tonight, because the ground is still warm and temperatures are above freezing, I'm not expecting this to accumulate, at least not on the roadways, maybe a very light coating on grassy surfaces. But in general, the big story is going to be wet roads first thing tomorrow. Comet Atlas, visible in the night sky after sunset, once we can see clear skies again. Some of us saw clear skies tonight. You're going to be looking for something like this, with a large tail extending upward in the sky. A pair of binoculars is best to view this 30 to 60 minutes after sunset over the next several evenings. Sky conditions will become a little bit more favorable. Now, sunset nowadays is about 6:15, so from 6:30 to 7 would be probably the best time to view it. It's still viewable up until about 7:15. Weather's going to improve, but not tomorrow. Tomorrow is another cloudy, chilly day, but we expect sunshine to return Thursday and Friday. Good days to cut the lawn. Our MoCast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. Scattered rain showers continue to drop in from the north as, again, lake effect rain is continuing this evening, but that does come to an end tonight. Overnight lows drop down into the mid-30s. Cloudy skies tomorrow. Another chilly day with highs in the mid to upper 40s. Clear skies tomorrow night. Widespread frost expected. Overnight lows in the upper 20s to low 30s. And then it's a beautiful day Thursday. It warms up too, with high temperatures in the mid-50s. A passing shower tonight. Low of 35 tomorrow. Cloudy skies, 48 for the high. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecasts. Warm, sunny weather. Moving forward, we just got to get through tomorrow. And then we are looking at a nice stretch of weather. It's still cold at night. It's nice and warm during the day. Plenty of sunshine all through the weekend into early next week. Maybe even pushing 70 by Monday and Tuesday.
Stop it. I'll take it though, right?
For sure.
All right, thanks, Bill. Coming up next, Shivani. Forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Okay, we go from the Aurora Borealis to the comet.
Yeah, something interesting to see in the night sky. This was taken earlier today from Jody Hildreth. This comet's going to be visible. It's called Comet Atlas right after sunset. So we should have some pretty good visibility of this over the next couple of days. I highly encourage you to get out. You're going to look to the west in the evening between about 30 minutes to 60 minutes after sunset. And coming up, we'll tell you what days will be best to view it based on cloud cover. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Widespread rain, even some snow showers taking place this evening as low pressure continues to drive our weather. It's cold outside, a temperature of 40 degrees. Tonight, overnight lows drop into the mid-30s. Good night to run the heat. Probably need it by tomorrow morning if you're not running it already. We're tracking another chilly day tomorrow before the weather starts to warm up. Look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Route 20 now back open to traffic.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look in downtown Utica. A temperature of 38 degrees. It is a chilly, wet evening across central New York. In some cases, we're seeing snow mixing in with rain. This is primarily in higher elevations. This is not expected to accumulate or cause any hazardous travel, but still cold enough in the atmosphere for that. Again, a cold rain for most of the lower elevations. You can see the wind direction here. This is lake-enhanced rain as an area of low pressure continues to drive our weather. The weather will eventually begin to dry out and clear out. In the night sky, Comet Atlas. It'll be visible in the evenings after sunset, about 60 minutes after sunset. You're going to look to the west. We are hoping for better conditions to watch this. Tomorrow, clouds are still going to be an issue, but skies are hands down going to be clear on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we do have lots of opportunities. This comet will be in the night sky for the next several days. It will become dimmer and dimmer, though, as we go forward. Sunset time nowadays is about 6:15, so 6:45 to 7:15 would be the best viewing time for Comet Atlas, again, once skies eventually clear out. Looking to cut the lawn? It's probably not growing very quickly, but if it does need to be cut, tomorrow is not the best day for that. Thursday, Friday will be a lot nicer. Our MoCast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. Showers continue to move into our area from an area of low pressure that will drive our weather for about the next 12 to 24 hours. It's moving east, and the weather will improve as high pressure builds in from the west. Cloud showers will continue tonight. We do get a chance to dry out tomorrow. We'll start out in the 30s, but we'll climb into the mid-40s. A chilly, breezy, cloudy day. The weather clears out tomorrow night. The stage is set for widespread frost. It's a cold one Thursday morning. We'll see plenty of sunshine Thursday afternoon. High temperatures climb into the mid-50s, and the warming trend will continue. A passing shower tonight, low of 35. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies, another chilly, breezy day, 48 for the high. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The weather is going to warm up. Mostly sunny Thursday, 54. Lots of sunshine Friday and Saturday. The weather temperatures climb close to 70 as we look ahead to Monday and Tuesday of next week.
That's something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
Get out, apple pick, all the stuff you like to do and not freeze.
That's right.
All right, thanks, Phil. Coming up next, Siobhan